it's time to find out what Bill the God knows. But the thing is, it's probably pretty hard to get to the convention center, or at least get to the cards and get that information from him. Because I somehow have a feeling that Sandoval is not in the center.
Jensen, Sarif had me hack the convention center security logs for you. Sandoval signed out. He isn't there.
Taggart will know where he went.
You really think he'll tell you in the middle of a riot? In front of all the media?
He will if I ask real nice.
Well, if that doesn't work, he also has a dressing room backstage. Seems to me a man like Taggart must keep close track of his employees. Speaking of which, I also backtraced that breach in our own firewall. The one Sarif opened but forgot to tell us about.
The one he was using right before he hired me. Right.
Looks like our boss was being chatty with a private detective named Brent Radford. He lives on Earl's Court, in case you want to get chatty with him too.
Out of the way!
Will do. I'm expecting... Oh. The limb clinic is open. Can I buy more praxis kits?
Dr. Chechery, call 217. Dr. Chechery, call 217.
Will you be purchasing anything today?
If you have praxis kits for me, I will. Bye bye. Alright. What else do we have here? Hypostims are always good. I don't remember how many typhoons I have. Let's I can't sell it here.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Yes, it is. It's nice that you restocked some praxis kits. I like that. I like that a lot. Typhoon ammo. I have 9, so I guess well, I don't really need to buy more. And with that, I now have 8 praxis kits to spend. Smart vision, see through the walls. Well, I guess that's kind of a fun little trick, but I really don't need that. Armor. Well, I guess the EMP shielding could be useful. Or this breathing. Well, not the additional sprint really, but this being immune to toxic gas. Oh, and I definitely want to buy these, as I'll be hacking a lot, making it a bit easier. I really don't need the bigger radar, and it would probably just confuse me. haven't really needed this either. I've made it this far without it, so I guess I could try it. I don't really need it. So yeah, I guess if I get one more battery, I pretty much have everything and this rebreather thing, so I don't get damage for possible gas or such. With that, I pretty much have everything I want, and I can take some stealth enhancing or smart vision boosts if I want. But now I will follow that lead from Pritchard and talk to Brent Radford. If I want to learn more about my past, this is an optional quest, but naturally I will want to do that. And just in case going to the center and going to the convention center and talking to the guards, finding out where Dr. Sandoval is. I'm going to check this lead first before going there, just in case going to the convention center forces me to leave Detroit or something. Interesting. I wonder if this guy has moved in here or has he just been
You wait for them to save you?
Outside the apartment.
Learn fear.
Guess there's time to save in case there's something odd here. I've been here before. That's for sure, because I've been through all of these places, but this guy wasn't here before.
What are you doing?
What the
Jensen? Oh, Christ.
Brent Radford?
In the flesh. For now.
How do you know my name? What happened here?
Answers for favors. There's a trauma kit I keep somewhere around here. Find it.
You need a doctor. I'll get help.
No. No time. They could be back. Any minute. Find the kit quickly. If you want answers.
I'll be back.
Okay, but what was this? Was this the guy who shot him? How was I supposed to know that this guy was?
Did you find the kit? Oh, sweet Jesus. The pain. Morphine.
This should help with the pain. Now tell me what's going on.
Those sons of bitches. I should have seen it coming. I knew from the moment Sarif got spooked that that this case would come back and bite me in the ass.
Seraph. So you're the investigator he hired to run a background check on me?
Detective. Or I was, until... Christ, fuck it. It hurts enough just trying to breathe. Point is, the goons that did this to me, professionals. I think your boss pissed off the wrong people, trying to dig up your dirt.
What people? What did you find?
No time to go into details. My storage unit, the sons of bitches. They're headed there now. Sarif had me uncover a ton of shit on you. Stuff even you don't know. Your parents, your real parents. The tests, the fire. What are you, Jensen? Some kind of freak?
Focus, Radford.
I mothballed the case in storage. It's in an alley. Behind the bank. Your files are there. But Michelle knows. Michelle knows more. You need to stop them. Fuck. You robot. This is all your fault. Give me another shot. Morphine. Or go fuck yourself.
Focus, Radford.
Ah, that hit the spot. I think I could get used to this stuff. Hey, I'm feeling a little more talkative. Already, robot.
Radford, I know you're in a lot of pain, but it's important you give me as many details as you can.
There's a storage unit in the alley, next to the bank, near the police department. That's where the suits are headed. I tried. Didn't give them anything. There's a safe. It has what you want. It'll get you to her. It'll lead you to her. To Michelle. The safe. They don't have the right combination. 4062. Remember.
You mentioned someone named Michelle. Who's Michelle?
Your guardian angel.
Who is she?
Tell me, do robots even believe in angels? Or did they take that out of you? Did they take that away? You know, your soul, when they built you? Tell me, what was it like when you died, Jensen?
I know you're in a lot of pain, and the morphine is...
Just find her before they do. You owe her that much.
Who did this to you?
Guys in suits. One of them, David or Daniel, something like that, British accent. He was in charge. Talked about a Mr. Gray. They were in a hurry. 4 of them. Not counting the one they left behind. Well-armed, disciplined. I didn't stand a chance. Maybe that metal corpse you call a body will do better than mine did.
What were they looking for?
You robot. They wanted my information on you. Someone powerful has their eyes on you and is very interested in your past.
Why did Seraph stop the investigation? You said he was spooked. What spooked him?
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you. Hell, even I don't. I still don't believe it. You believe in ghosts, Jensen?
Seraph was spooked by ghosts?
Close enough. Illuminati. Conspiracies, theories, it's all bullshit. But you stink of it, Jensen. Enough to have your boss, one of the most powerful men in the world, look away. You're a ghost. A fucking tragedy. Everything you touch, everything that touches you, dies.
I'm leaving, but I'll call in an ambulance. You'll be okay.
No. Those fucking animals. I can't move anything. I was turning around, pulling my gun when the first bullet hit me. The second one, they fucking paralyzed me.
I'm sure it's not as bad as you think. It might be a reaction to the morphine.
I know what morphine does. I also know what a 9mm round fired at less than 10 meters does to the thoracic vertebrae on impact.
You need a doctor. They can fix that.
I ain't turning into no freak. Even if I could afford the surgery, the augments, I'd rather die than be half a machine. And I sure as hell ain't gonna live the rest of my life in a wheelchair, shitting in a goddamn diaper.
Radford.
Listen, I know there's still a few more morphine shots. Another 2 should do the trick. Please, this is as close as I'm gonna get to begging you. Don't leave me like this. You owe me that much.
Oh wow, this is heavy stuff.
Why do you hate augmentation so much?
Because it ain't right. You can't go changing the way things are. You can't replace the real thing with an imitation. It ain't right. It ain't natural.
It can save your life.
No, you lose more than what gets left behind on the chopping block. You should know this by now.
Neither is suicide.
Don't you fucking judge me, robot. You don't know what I've been through. Come on, this should be easy for you. I know Sarif didn't put blades in those arms just so you could trim the hedges.
I don't think you really want to die, Radford. I think you're just scared. I was scared too. I didn't ask for any of this, just like you didn't ask for a bullet in the gut. But you can't blame me, or Sarif, or technology for what's happening here.
I wouldn't be in this mess if it wasn't for you and your damn past. I never should have taken the job, but I needed the work, the money. Even if I wanted to, I can't afford the fucking augmentation surgery. And I can't live like a cripple for the rest of my life.
Living through adversity is what makes us human. It's not flesh and blood or even bone that defines us. I might be more machine than flesh, but I'm still alive. I'm still human.
You got heart for a robot, I'll give you that. Tell you what, I'll play along with this little after-school special you got going on here. I'll get through this, but not because of this lovey-dovey bullshit charade. I'll live for the truth, for revenge. Whoever hired those suits, I'm going after those sons of bitches. I don't care how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah. And Jensen, I don't know how bad you think your wounds were, but your boss, your friend Sarif, they butchered you. Went too far with the operation. You were an experiment, a test. But he's the one that made you a weapon. Almost makes me feel bad for you. Almost.
Well, there was some heavy stuff right there. Makes me want to break some walls. This looks like the... Oh, this is the... MCP gang hideout. Then I didn't have that augmentation. But yeah, that was some heavy shit.
Pritchard,
right there.
I located Radford. He was attacked by men in suits. Private security, Secret Service types. I'm going after them.
What about Radford? Did you get anything out of him?
He's in pretty bad shape. You need to call it in, get an ambulance to his apartment stat.
Got it. And Jensen, don't get yourself killed, okay?
Oh, Francis. I didn't know you cared.
Don't flatter yourself. I care about the security of this company. You getting yourself killed compromises that. So don't be stupid.
Yeah, I'm still yeah, it started with the fact that I didn't realize who that bad guy was a bad guy. It started with that, and then all the stuff that guy said.
Of course he is. I know Mr. Gray is landing tonight. We're working on it, yeah. Listen, believe me, we tried. The old man proved resilient. And we left someone behind to watch him. And if we need, we can go back, but I'm not sure how much more he can take. That's why we need Smith. We tried that already. Look, he can't get the safe open. That's why if you could, send Smith down. Right. Thank you, sir. Now we'll contact you as soon as we have the information.
You're not gonna stand there all night, are you?
Stop him! I saw that.
No, you didn't. I'm invisible. And you two motherfuckers are going down.
This isn't good.
And I don't have energy because I fucked up. And I don't want to press that. I'm not making this very smooth, am I?
Don't make me! No ammo! You've had it!
Who the heck are you shooting? Did I just... Oh man. Did I just make the police mad? Are you kidding me? Oh, come on.
Come on!
How? Why did the police... Well, that was all fucked up. I couldn't have messed that up more, I think. So let's up the energy bar. Let's go invisible when this guy comes in and move from there. Wrong key. So there's one guy in there, I guess. Those X's are... Just a moment. Those X's are actually messing up the view. Because I couldn't see that this guy had his back on it. Well, now dealing with those two guys is an easy one. But will the cops care that much? At least they don't care about me knocking these guys out. That's for shooting the old guy. The same goes for you as well. Now let's find out what this deal is.
Access granted.
That was a big mess. Okay, some emails. Brent Radford wrote, I found Adam Jensen's psych evaluation following that SWAT incident with the augmented teen. I managed to sneak a look at the folder, but I couldn't copy it, at least not yet. I'll be honest with you, the psych eval doesn't paint a pretty picture. It mentions the problems with authority figures, disregard for the chain of command, anger management issues and potential PTSD. Which I don't know what that is. Here's the thing, when you hired me you said you wanted me to read between the lines, so here it is. The evaluation reads like fiction. I'm thinking a pissed off superior wanted Jensen off the force and had the evaluation worded to read like just cause. But most of the rank and file I spoke to respected and liked Jensen. They thought he was a real straight shooter, even through the SWAT incident soared his reputation a little. Still, even my source liked him enough to want to keep his psych evaluate. This is good work, friends, keep it up. I think I saw similar mail in the limp clinic when I hacked to a computer there earlier. Megan Reed, what? Here's a little nugget I gleaned off the PC of your man's bow, or expo. So Megan's computer. I was hoping to get more, but some nuclear snake was hounding my trace and I had to jump networks. I believe that might be Pritchard. When I tried to reconnect, my tunnel was caved. Whoever that was, they're good. I'm not gonna risk going back anytime soon. Consider my death paid. This is the last time we do a job without money up front. Okay. 2. Megan Reed from Rebecca Downey. Paternity test. Hey Megan. I know you had some questions about files I sent. Sorry about all graphs earlier, but that sample was nothing short of groundbreaking and I got excited. I don't suppose you could tell me where you got it. Short answer to the original breakdown I sent this is yes. The DNA samples are remarkable and we were unbelievably lucky to catch the reason why. We've been working with the VersaLife's new chaos model Genomatrix, which is trying to apply fractal mathematics to the study of genetic mutation. In essence, we are trying to predict the future of human evolution using past mutations stored in the database of our mitochondria, which is passed uninterrupted from ancestral Eve through our mothers. It gives us an accurate and universal roadmap for our common past. The thing is, the sample you sent fits one of our evolutionary models of the future. We're talking about someone who is ahead of the genetic curve by one step, maybe two. Do you know what this could mean for medicine alone? You have a living, breathing Nobel Prize on your hands. The thing is, I can't tell you this is a natural leap in evolution or something done to the mother while baby was in vitro. But I do know that this person's mother had no such mutations. The mitochondria don't lie. I had a friend at wait a minute, this is from Forensic Pony, I somehow remembered that. I had a friend at Genevieve Labs run the test off the records like you asked. Does your subject know that neither of his parents are his birth parents? That surprised me. The mother was sterile according to those old medical records I dug up, but his dad carries no common phenotypes either. Yeah, this is the information I already saw in Limp Clinic many episodes ago when I went there. So Adam's birth parents, Margit Jensen, or parents, are probably not Adam's biological parents, apparently. Or that Adam was an orphan. But the thing is, where did Adam come from? Arthur Jensen. Radford, I went to the 5th mail, which was apparently the important one. Let's go into that in a moment. Redford, I strongly advise you not to. Wait a minute, let's look at the old email first. I've heard enough. Wait, how this goes? Brent. Okay, let's start with older mail. So Lucius Marco sends a mail to Brent. Brent, it wasn't easy, but I finally backtraced some of Marky and Arthur Jensen's past through their medical files. Arthur Jensen had enough connections through his old Desert Storm buddies turned security consultants to have certain records pulled, which is why the family is ghost. But he couldn't hide Marky's records. For a period of 8 years, Arthur relied on the insurance policy of his then employer, White Helix Labs, to pay for his wife's medication. She was on antidepressants since 14 and needed regular prescriptions. When White Helix Labs burned down, all its files and employment records were lost, and the Jensens stayed invisible mostly. Here's the thing, 1 minute Adam doesn't exist, and the next the Jensens have themselves a bouncing and healthy 5-year-old. That's when they pulled their vanishing act. And so on a hunch I sniffed around some more, and sure enough, the Jensens had tried adopting kids from several Michigan agencies, but Margie was deemed unfit as a parent. Next thing you know, they have Adam. There's no real trail saying how he was placed in their hands. Brent answers. I thought this was pretty interesting. I'm going to start digging out for some more info on the White Helix Labs. It could lead to a big break in case behind our mysterious boy wonder. Redford, I strongly advise you not to. I've heard enough, and I'll have nothing to do with White Helix. The less I know, the better, and I would advise you to follow suit. In fact, consider your contractual obligations fulfilled. This investigation is over. I'll get in touch to organize the rendering and payment of bills of your service. Yeah, the forensic pony is Sheriff. Okay, Michelle Walters. Got a tip for you on that case you're working. Veronica M. There's a woman named Michelle Walters. She worked at that lab you mentioned, White Helix. She was a nurse and good friends with the Jensens, particularly Arthur. She's living in Detroit now on Brooklyn Court. There's just one problem. According to my initial probes, she's senile. But you've always had a way with the ladies. Maybe you can coax some information from her. Found the address of a woman, Michelle Walters. Supposedly, she knew me and my parents when I was a child. She might be able to tell me more about my past. I should speak to her after I finish searching the storage unit. Security rating 5, no less. Figures. But I have the code, but I will also hack it.
Access granted.
Oh, I could. Whoa. Okay. Fire destroys White Helix Labs, Twisted Cheddar, Michigan. At 4:36 a.m. on July 18, firefighters were called to White Helix Labs to fight an early morning blaze. By the time they arrived, the main building was already engulfed in flames. General Manager Michael Beris could not be reached for comment, but the pre-recorded message had been left on White Helix Labs' toll-free line, stating that nobody is believed to have been hurt in the fire. That message was later removed when firefighters began pulling bodies from the wreckage. The recovery operations are currently ongoing, Fire Chief Minnie Hawkins told reporters, but also stated that the circumstances behind the blaze are, quote, very suspicious. White Helix Labs, a subsidiary of VersaLife, is a bioresearch firm studying childhood genetic diseases. Photographs. I can't look at them. Can't look at the photos. Let's make that active again. Brooklyn Court. So, what will we find out? Right. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I just burned myself. How nice. Yeah, what will we find out? Was Adam genetically created? Was Adam just a mutation? By now we know that Adam is and was an orphan, not an orphan in a sense that, well, an orphan in a sense that he was not Arthur and Maggie Jensen's son, but was Adam created? But at least we know that Adam is the patient X. It hasn't been directly said anywhere, but it is pretty obvious. And that Adam's body can take the augmentations unlike anyone else. And hopefully none of the bad guys come here to mess with this talk.
Did I leave my door open? Wait, you're not from Rolling Mills. You're too handsome to be from Rolling Mills.
No, I'm not. Mrs. Michelle Walters, is it? My name's Adam Jensen.
No. You much too old to be him. You must be from Rolling Mills. And please, it's Miss Walters.
Brent Radford sent me. Do you remember him? He's a detective.
Yes, lovely gentleman. He still has my photos of Adam when he was a baby. Oh, could you be a dear and fetch them for me? I forgot who has them, though.
Are these the photographs?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I haven't seen Adam Jensen in such a long time. Forever, it seems. Such a happy baby.
Miss Walters, can you tell me about the boy in those photos?
The boy in those photos? Adam. Tragic, really, what happened to his parents. His real parents.
His real parents?
They died in that fire. Horrible, really. I was there. At least those other cribs were empty. I only had to save Adam.
Mrs. Walters, I really need you to focus. What are you talking about?
Why, I already told that nice detective all this already. About the experiments and the fire at White Helix Labs. We knew Adam was special. That's why his parents started the fire, so they didn't do the same thing to the next batch of babies.
So Adam's real parents were trying to protect him. But from what?
Why, from the conspiracy, of course. But I've said too much. Would you be a dear now and go fetch my dinner?
I totally missed checking her personality type.
Miss Walters, please. I know it was a while ago, and remembering all the details might be hard, but do you think you can try and focus for a minute? What did you tell the detective?
Well, Mr. Radford and I spoke about many things. But don't you have meals to deliver? And where is my dinner?
Thank you for your time, Miss Walters.
Oh, before I forget, if you see Adam, could you please give him this? It's for all the birthdays and Christmases I've missed. I've been saving them.
I'll make sure he gets it.
Thank you, dear. Why, he must be 12 or 13 by now. Make sure he gets something nice.
Oh, come on, I can't do that again.
Oh, hello, dear. Is it dinner time already?
Oh, come on, I can't. Oh, no.
Pritchard, I need you to assign a temporary security detail to an apartment on Brooklyn Court until I can figure out a more permanent solution. The woman's name is Walters, Michelle Walters.
Security detail? What the hell, Jensen? Who is this woman?
She's family, but she's vulnerable. I'll explain later. Just do this for me, please. And not a word to Seraph. Can I trust you on this, Pritchard?
Christ, Jensen. All right. I'll do it. But there better be a damn good reason for this.
There is. I'll fill you in next time I see you. But right now I need to get back to work. And Pritchard, thanks.
Yeah.
I thought I could talk to her again. After that. That's information I really don't want to lose. So let's try that again. I loaded the game. Want to see if there's a bleep of her personality type in there that I can use.
Did I leave my door open? Wait, you're not from Rolling Mills. You're too handsome to be from Rolling Mills.
No, I'm not. Mrs. Michelle Walters, is it? My name's Adam Jensen.
No, you much too old to be him. You must be from Rolling Mills. And please, it's Miss Walters.
Brent Radford sent me. Do you remember him? He's a detective.
Yes, lovely gentleman. He still has my photos of Adam when he was a baby. Oh, could you be a dear and fetch them for me? I forgot who has them, though.
Are these the photographs?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I haven't seen Adam Jensen in such a long time. Forever, it seems. Such a happy baby.
Miss Walters, can you tell me about the boy in those photos?
The boy in those photos? Adam. Tragic, really, what happened to his parents. His real parents.
His real parents?
They died in that fire. Horrible, really. I was there. At least those other cribs were empty. I only had to save Adam.
Mrs. Walters, I really need you to focus. What are you talking about?
Why, I already told that nice detective all this already. About the experiments and the fire at White Helix Labs. We knew Adam was special. That's why his parents started the fire, so they didn't do the same thing to the next batch of babies.
So Adam's real parents were trying to protect him. But from what?
Why, from the conspiracy, of course. But I've said too much. Would you be a dear now and go fetch my dinner?
Okay. So I guess it is bait.
I would love to hear more about the boy in those photographs.
Such a polite and handsome young man. It'll be my pleasure. The boy in the photo, Adam. Jensen was never really his last name, you know. We only gave that to him after the fire.
Fire?
At White Helix Lab. That's where Adam's real parents worked. At least I think they were his parents. All those babies, the gene therapy they went through. But Adam, Adam was special.
Special? How?
He survived what they did to those babies. He was one of a kind. Then, when we heard they were going to use him to inoculate the next batch of infants...
Wait, what were they doing to the babies?
I wish I could remember. I was just part of a nursing staff. But Adam's parents, they started the fire. Yes, I remember that. They asked me to hide Adam. Then they started the fire. Poor things. They never got out in time.
So they started a fire at White Helix Labs. And you hid me.
No, not you, dear. Adam Jensen. Or at least I think that was his name. Well, I gave him to the Jensens to raise. They were a lovely couple.
Miss Walters, Adam's real parents, who were they?
I'm sorry. What were we talking about? Oh, when are them Rolling Mills people gonna get here with my dinner?
Miss Walters, please. I know it was a while ago, and remembering all the details might be hard, but do you think you can try and focus for a minute? What did you tell the detective?
Well, Mr. Radford and I spoke about many, many things. But don't you have meals to deliver? And where is my dinner?
Thank you for your time, Miss Walters.
Oh, before I forget, if you see Adam, could you please give him this? It's for all the birthdays and Christmases I've missed. I've been saving them.
Now that I think of it, I really don't need it. I thought it was something else than money.
You've done enough for him, Mrs. Walters. I'm sure he'd want you to keep the money.
So nice of you. Like Mr. Radford and Adam. You know, they called him a genetic marvel. He was ahead of his time. They was hoping to tear out so much from his DNA, but we stopped him. Oh, yes, we did.
Haha. Got some more information there as well.
Pritchard, I need you to assign a temporary security detail to an apartment on Brooklyn Court until I can figure out a more permanent solution. The woman's name is Walters, Michelle Walters.
Security detail? What the hell, Jensen? Who is this woman?
She's family, but she's vulnerable. I'll explain later. Just do this for me, please. And not a word to Seraph. Can I trust you on this, Pritchard?
Christ, Jensen. All right. I'll do it. But there better be a damn good reason for this.
There is. I'll fill you in next time I see you. But right now I need to get back to work. And Pritchard, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so Adam was part of experiments, genetic experiments done on babies. I guess they were trying to create what Adam became to be. Genetic mutation. Able to handle the augmentations unlike no human before that. They did all those experiments with so many babies that Adam's real parents, or at least those genetic researchers that were doing the experiments for Adam, figured that it's better to stop the experiments, burn down the place, make Adam disappear so that no one will find him, so that they can't continue these experiments. They can't use Adam to create more babies who have the same mutations. That's some deep shit right there. I think this will make a nice episode on its own, so I will continue next time, going to the convention center, hunting down Takat and his doctor, find out where they are keeping Megan.